a dystopian world, humans are fighting against machines who are controlled by one system. Its purpose: destroy all human beings.
All right, guys, what's going on? What's good? What's good? All right, we got the volume good. What up? What up? Hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. I hope so. I hope so. I wanted to start it a minute or two early just in case this thing flies higher. Wanted to be able to catch it. To be able to watch it together. Know what I'm saying? Because I did mention this on the Discord a little bit earlier. And I have not changed my bias. The bias has not changed for Nasdaq, at least. So we'll give it a minute. We'll give it a minute. And then I'll discuss, of course. Well, why? You know what I'm saying? And then we'll go over yesterday's opportunity on S&P. Maybe you took it, maybe you didn't. But, I enjoy being right. I enjoy having fun. I definitely enjoy making money. And, you guys get to learn how to do pretty much that. Pretty much that. All right. We are back at all-time highs for memberships. We topped out in December at 133. We're back at 133 active, so that's always cool. But we are on our way to 150. So that'll be cool whenever we get that. Hopefully we get there. But if you guys can see, if you can hear, let me know by dropping a like on a stream. I would greatly appreciate that. What's good, Willow? I don't know if you're still here, but what's good? What's good, Felix, Naruto, Sean? Been in Nasdaq long since 9:21 a.m. 1 minute mitigation model off the 1 hour institutional candle. Man, that's nasty. That's nasty. What's good, Max M, Edgar, Diego, Willow again. What's good? Nikki, Eli, Alex, C Trades. What's going on? I tell you what. I like this. I want this to fly from here. The only problem is S&P is not a problem per se, but the S&P to me is just, I have a very hard time reading the S&P today. I'll tell you that. I have a really have a difficult time here. Consolidation, small time frame lows. We didn't run that. And then we left another brick wall like yesterday where we just don't trade above that specific price level, 47.75, for whatever reason. So I think that could be upside for S&P, but before we get there, I'd rather see a low or two taken. The Dow, I have no fucking idea what this wants to do either. It's hard to say. I don't know. Small time frame consolidation, it was our strongest index this morning. I think it still is, at least in the number side. But structure wise, at least on an intraday basis, Nasdaq's closer to the short-term highs from this morning, for almost from the open. Equities open. So I don't know. It's very mixed, and yeah. So that's my thoughts. It's a hard day, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a difficult day. It really is. There was still opportunity, but I do think today's somewhat of a difficult day. What's good, Pop? Trillionaire, what's good? Finally made it to the session. New night job got me in a hard adjustment. It is what it is, man. You'll be all right. Edgar's long, euro, and pound. They both have some good looking highs. Yeah, we'll probably look over there. 4,700 imbalance. Is that on the S&P? Jeremy? What's good, Zay? Okay. I think if you guys weren't here, if I was by myself, I would be watching both the Nasdaq and the S&P. Because again, upside objective for Nasdaq, same thing for S&P, but just like yesterday, I would rather see a low swept on ES before we run higher. Like this may end up, I'm not trying to print, or I'm not trying to, do too much here, but like this I could see as a mitigation. Like run that low, trade through it, don't get to the highs, come back into that orange box, and then fucking dump. Or excuse me, run higher, not dump. Sorry. Hit that and then bam. That would be what I would want to look for. So yeah, we shall watch it. Oh, it's on the 1 hour. 1 hour, yes. 4,700. Oh, down here. Glad to catch the start of the live. Oh yeah, that's good. Well, 4,700 for me at least is right at that low. And I don't see why we would stop right there. If we're gonna run that, it'll be lower than 4,700. Welcome back, Willow. Good to have you. Would you say that Dow's at a mitigation right now? Well, what time frame are we talking about, my friend? Remember, specific. If you're gonna ask questions about a chart, you got to be specific. Forgot to put the watermarks up there. My chart was looking a little bit naked there. 15-minute Dow. Oh, you're looking at this? No. I mean, it could be. I just don't think so. This gave a shitty McGee response. I don't see an imbalance here on any time frame. And this is a small time frame consolidation that it could run for. Again, Dow, I think, numbers wise, is our strongest index today, so it shouldn't do that. But I wouldn't long this on Dow today. I wouldn't long that. But don't be upset if it goes higher and then you're like, oh, John told me not to fucking trade it and I missed out. Like, do what you want. Do what you want, but I don't think so. Like, it doesn't, to me, it is a mitigation, but it does not match my particular model. You understand? It doesn't match the model that I use. But mark it up and still watch it, though. Plus, we have a higher high here, so that doesn't really, in my opinion, that doesn't qualify for a high probability target. Whereas the S&P does have at least a high probability target. So, is it a mitigation? It could be. Is it high probability? I personally don't think so. Jeremy, you can put a screenshot in the Discord charts chat. Sometimes we chat in the charts chat, and sometimes we post charts in the general chat. But you know what? It is what it is. So, well, I'll look at British pound because I'm gonna look at dollar as well. Dollar's been rallying the last couple of days, and we can see that on the indices from them trading lower. So yeah, we'll give this just a minute here. And then I wanted to read a page out of the Daily Stoic and the Daily Laws, since we're here. If you guys are cool with that. Dollar looks trash today. Yeah, so keep that low in mind on ES. All right, so here's the thing. Last week we talked about the weekly, or how we traded off the weekly imbalance high and then we consolidated in here. And notice that too for your notes. If you guys didn't notice that, what moved when the dollar was in consolidation? You guys remember? You only see 4 tabs in Discord. I pressed the verify button. Oh shit. Well, that's not good. I'm not sure, Jeremy. I'll have to look into it after this. Unless you didn't connect your YouTube to your Discord account. You have to do that. I was looking at higher time frames and the dollar has a lot of imbalance below to fill. Well, maybe, but it's higher for right now. Okay, so write this down. If you don't know this, write this down. When the dollar consolidates, okay? When the dollar consolidates, cross pairs can move. When the dollar consolidates, cross pairs can move. Remember, we pointed out that mitigation on the 15-minute time frame? That was 450 pips ago, and only 6 pips of drawdown on that. So, you know, should have held a partial for today, because goodness gracious, another 200 pip day. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, there's your answer. When the dollar consolidates, Cross pairs can move. Unless it's AUD and ZD. Throw that shit in the trash. I'm not going to go too much into it. But yeah, there's your answer. Okay, cross pairs can move when the dollar's in consolidation. What was that? Oh, man, I had those lows marked up too from like a few days ago. I didn't put an alert there. That's why I didn't get that. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I was trying to figure out what the fuck that was. The euro is absolutely trash. You see British pound trading higher? What's good, Leon? You see pound trading higher as the euro is lower? Yuck. The euro is doo-doo. I guess it does have some highs it could reach for, but this is weak. This is horrible. That's absolute horrendousness. Oh, British pound CPI? That makes sense. That makes sense. But yeah, that 126.10 level is pretty much equal lows on a daily. That probably would have been for good shorts this week, but I wasn't paying attention. I just let it go and then forgot about it. Lucas, I have not read that one. No, I have not. I have not read it. I have not. All right, bam, there it is. There's your run on the low. Nasdaq slightly higher. We're going to see if we make a lower low here or not. Dow Jones, there's your slightly lower low here as well. Look at that. Look at that candle. What the fuck? That might have been the short to go lower below these lows to be sharing my thoughts, but that's what I'm paying attention to. We need to see what the Nasdaq's going to do. And then if we get a reaction on S&P, what that actually means. So I guess this run wasn't it. I guess we didn't get the run up there. So, told you today was hard. Today's a difficult day. Difficult. I mean, but look, in all fairness, anything down in here at least offered to go break even, or it offered to go stops and profit at least. So, you know, better than losing. A break even or a stop and profit is always better than a loss. It's just not fun. You know, it's not real worthy. It's not, you know, book writing worthy, I guess you could say. So that is a slightly lower low right there on Nasdaq. There's a little bit more of a deeper run below those lows. So what I want to see here, I want to see how we react. We haven't done this in a while. Put one of those right there. Okay, we need to put one of those right there. This doesn't have to be a stop run to go higher. This could continue lower. And that's, again, I don't know. Okay, today is difficult. I do not know. And we are wildly mixed between the indices. Make sense? So yeah, there's your lower low on ES, and we'll see if Dow can do the same. All right. But do you kind of see how I did that when you asked about the mitigation? You kind of see like how we did that? You know, it's not giving a good reaction. There's no imbalance on that time frame or the time frame above it or below it. And so to me, that just doesn't qualify. And then that shit just dumped. Discernment, my friend. Discernment will keep you out of bad trades. May not put you in good trades all the time, but discernment will at least prevent you from taking bad trades. I agree, Leon. Shit was tricky. Okay, so let me share with you what I was looking at in the Discord earlier today. And this wasn't worth it to me. And that's the entire reason why I switched to demo, because it was not worth the risk to me. But sort of like a kid at the Chuck E. Cheese or Montasia or whatever, like video games, I still want to press buttons. So I'm like, all right, well, fuck, I'll switch to demo. So that's exactly what I did. And it was this imbalance right here. And the only move I was looking for was London's high. That was it. I wasn't asking for a lot. So I was looking for this imbalance up to this high or maybe just above it. And so I'm looking at that, and I'm looking at the imbalance here, and I'm looking at the risk versus reward, and I'm just like, you know what? It's not worth it to me. I didn't really have anything higher to aim for. I mean, obviously the market went higher, and you could argue, well, yeah, but John, there was a 1 to 3 here. Well, not at the fucking time when I woke up and looked at it. Okay. So, you know, that's how it went. And I'm like, all right, I'm done with that. So, you know, there's that. So yeah, this is probably going to see expansion below these lows. And there's a reason I have the consolidation. We're just going to borrow this one. There's a reason why I'm marking it up a certain way. You understand? There's a reason. What did we talk about yesterday? Yesterday I saved the stream as a members only video, but we talked a lot about consolidations. Consolidations, ES, right? What made me think we were going to run these lows? Well, look at it. I typically don't short when there's equal highs. That's just me. But look at it. The markups were already here. You had a general consolidation here with identical, like quad highs or however many highs that is. I don't know. I can't even count that. And then you had this morning's low in the equities, like in that first hour of equities open, and again, a general consolidation. And when you look at it, and again, this is another reason why today's tricky. It's tricky, right? Like that video game, SSX, tricky. It's tricky. Some of y'all are too young to understand. It's all right. It's okay. Crossed 50%, back into a premium. Definitely went into a discount, back into premium one more time, and then absolutely ripped lower. But, you know, this basically showed that willingness to go lower. And then it just had a small retracement and fucking ripped ass. You know, if it were me and like I'm looking at this and I'm studying this, it's very hard for me to pull the trigger on a short on this when there's the highs right there. I don't know. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. So we'll see. Again, we'll see if the Dow follows suit in going lower. And obviously, the Nasdaq is not doing what I thought it was going to do. I thought it was going to trade higher. And the Nasdaq gave me the middle finger. So, told you guys I don't make these markets. I don't. Sometimes it looks like it, but no, I absolutely don't. And today I can't read it all that well today. And I'm all right to admit that. Know what I'm saying? Which channel does Jordan talk about trading? Yeah, he's part of that academy still. So you'll have to go see him there if that's what you want. Okay, nice job, Jeremy. I'm glad we got it all connected. The imbalance made a low probability for me as well. Stephanie said, sorry, running late for my appointment. Good afternoon. It's all good. One day, everybody will make it on time. I don't know what day that's going to be, but one day it's going to happen. It will happen. Everybody will be on time. My algebra teacher used to start our day with that song. Yo, your teacher's an absolute fraud, bro. That's just diabolical. I had a teacher like that in a shop class. I don't know if you guys had that, or maybe it was called something else. It's where you could build stuff like tables and chairs and like woodworking and shit. Anyway, we had this really old guy, and I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Every day he played an Aerosmith song. It made me fucking hate that band, bro. Because I'm just like, dude, how do you listen to this song every day? But yeah, some people are just built differently. There are high time frame targets present in the Dow Jones. What would you like to see for a good long trade? I got stopped out 3 times yesterday and today, and the market keeps going lower and lower. Well, my friend, if you keep trying to long and you keep getting stopped out, stop longing. Giuliano, I can't even pronounce that, but I'll take it. But you understand what I'm saying? It's a shop, class where you do shit like that. But yeah, we're still waiting to see if we're gonna continue lower or reverse and go higher. I have no idea. I do not know. We have a 1 hour imbalance near the 40s. The high to mid 40s. Kind of sound like the weatherman. High to mid 40s for ES. So I don't know. Kids nowadays have way more options in school. Oh, do they? I wouldn't know. What was the new seasonal chart site called again? Well, it's not new, but you have 2 options. 1, you have MRCI, and 2, you have Equity Clock. But I will tell you this. If you do go to MRCI, and if you do either purchase a subscription or like what I did, I bought the 2024 seasonal patterns. If you do purchase something, just send them an email and tell them that I sent you there. So if enough of you do that, I can get some free shit. So now I've been a customer from them for like 5-6 years now, and I was going to put seasonality in my first book, and I didn't do it, but I was planning on it, and I called them and I talked to them for a long time. I was like, hey, can I put some seasonal charts in the book? They were like, yeah, you can do up to like 10, just make sure our logo's in there. I'm like, okay, cool, but I didn't end up doing it. So I think it was last year I did the same thing. I was like, look, if I get a bunch of people to purchase a seasonal data or, subscription. Would you guys let me have one? And I think she said, yeah. So, I mean, I bought it regardless. Like, even if you don't or do, I already spent, I think it was $125 on it. So I'm not really looking for the free shit because I already have it. And no, you're not getting it. So don't fucking ask. I had a lot of people on Twitter do that shit. Hey, bro, can you send it to me? How about you send these? All right. Bro, Edgar, Germany's huge, bro. I have a very large amount of students from Germany. It's like my second or third largest student base, bro. You probably should have put seasonality in the book. The community needs another lesson on it. It's just a roadmap, dude. Just a roadmap. Like dollar index, or no. Yeah, dollar index seasonal for this month is sideways. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to double check. Aha. 2024. Dollar index, page 104. Yeah. The seasonal pattern for dollar index for this month is sideways. So, what do you do with that information? What did I tell you earlier? When the dollar consolidates, you can go and look at the crosses. That's another reason why that trade was an absolute fucking just disgusting. Disgusting. Look at that imbalance here, bro. Look at that. Look at that. In the recordings ahead of time. And that thing has been a absolute mega beast. Oh my heavens. Look at that. Look at that. It's a shame I didn't catch that many pips, but that's okay. You think I just casually catch trades 300, 400, 500 pips? Like, no. I almost never trade crosses, dude. Almost never. But again, dollar consolidating, you can look at crosses to potentially do some crazy things like this. All right. But yeah, you can know the year like ahead of time. You know what I mean? It's a really good thing. So again, it's more of a roadmap. You can always look at old data if you want, like the majority of Twitter does. Data that's 3-4 years old from Google Images because they're too fucking broke to go spend $125 on up-to-date data. But you want to be a full-time... Let me not even get into it. You want to use the right data, okay? The area of start is on a 5-minute time frame. Would that be a potential imbalance with an inverse imbalance? Where at? There's a small imbalance up here. That was right at the beginning of the afternoon session. Which I believe the 15-minute was here as well. Yeah, right there. you're kind of shorting like right near that 50% though. That I don't even that might barely be in a premium, like barely. But yeah, technically that is a premium imbalance right there. So yeah, this should, I mean, it's so late. It's too late to do anything now, but yeah, this should see expansion below these lows easily at this point. See what people used to do, or I guess what I used to do many years ago, is I used to try and long shit like this. And I know you fucking people do it too. So don't act like you don't. Oh, but that's an imbalance. I'm going to long that. And then you get your ass clapped. Yeah. Because I, 5, 6, 7 years ago, didn't understand consolidation with lows. I didn't understand. In the short term, this is like a protected low. But in the broader perspective, it's not. You know how equal lows are left open until they're not? Equal highs are left open until they're not? Same idea. Anyone who's trying to buy this imbalance, their stop is going right fucking here. And that, to me, is what helps accelerate the market. Look, this should jam lower. This should absolutely jam lower. Because it should act like a magnet. If it does it casually, then, well, chalk it up to it's a hard fucking day, okay? But in the traditional sense, this should absolutely dominate lower. There's no reason for this to turn right here. None whatsoever. And we haven't even looked at the ETFs. The ETFs below, the equity's open. What type of shit is that? How you got the ETFs below the lows and the futures aren't? What type of shit is that? Diego says, I can see a divergence between silver and gold on a 5-minute time frame. Can you see anything out? Well, I'll look at it in a minute. I just want to see this get wrecked. I want to see this get destroyed. And then we'll look at the other stuff later. Don't step in front of a train. Learn the lesson hard AF. Oh, yeah, I agree. I agree. You know, that's why people who teach with the replay tool, like you see on Instagram Reels and shit like that. No. I don't teach with bar replay. I teach with real price. I teach by calling shit in advance. You'll never see me do that bar replay dog shit. That was in my opinion, that was TradingView's biggest mistake. Everybody likes the bar replay tool. But that was like the one thing they should have never done. I keep tweeting them too. I keep telling them bring back tweets on the chart. Still can't put my tweets here. They just ignore me, bro. Like the city and the potholes in the road, they just ignore me, dude. Oh yeah, 2020. I didn't catch the inversion that you're talking about, like the inverted imbalance. Are you talking about right here? But you said 815. But that's 815 further. Jesus. Down here? I don't know, man. Post in the Discord and I'll take a look. Where'd my radio go? There we go. Watch this expansion lower. And then I'll read you a couple pages and then we'll hop off in a bit. Which book is it? The 2024 seasonal patterns report or quarter one? Let me just pull up the website then. I feel like a lot of people are having trouble with this. Now, it's not your fault. The website's a little bit janky though. I mean, it's like they made this website in the fucking dawn of the internet. Yeah, it's just very, I don't know how to explain it. This isn't right. Or is it? Oh, maybe it is. Maybe I did get the first quarter edition. Because it's giving, oh, there's your low. Magnet. Oh, 4. Let me see. May, June. Well, they gave me March and June. And September and December. Y'all are confused. Now you got me fucking confused, bro. This should not be this difficult. Okay. Maybe I did. Maybe I did get the first quarter edition. But that doesn't make sense because it gives me all 4 contract months of the year. I don't understand. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. ES, like, no response there. Nasdaq didn't make a new low, but it's definitely not reaching for the highs. And that's kind of funny. Okay, so based on my order history. Okay, electric. Based on my order history, what I got is the 2024 seasonal pattern charts first quarter edition. Mailed copy. I guess that's what I got then. There's your answer. Yeah, Eli. So that's the thing. It said 140, but when I went to buy it, she said it was like 125 or 120, and then I paid like 10 or 15 for shipping and then tax and whatever. So it ended up being like 135 altogether. So it's not a big deal. And I'm not a tax expert, but I'm pretty sure this is a business expense as well. Not tax advice, not financial advice by any means. Always do your own research. You can contact a professional if you have questions. All right. So I guess that was it. That was the short to go lower. I guess I didn't see it right at the open of our stream. I was watching Nasdaq. See, that's what makes today hard, dude. That's what made today difficult. I wanted these highs, didn't do it. Dow said nope and went lower for these lows. So again, very difficult day for me personally. I'm sure you'll find somebody on Twitter who probably took some good trades, and that's great, but not here. But days like this, though, are still good for studying. One of you said earlier that you took some losses yesterday and today, but you got to look at why. You got to look at what's happening and study this. See, because this, like, to me personally, I don't know why we didn't take PM session high here, and we only ended up trading into the high end of the gap today. All right, let me take that off. This is going to be a huge ass gap. Yeah, I'll just do that. Right? For the regular trading hours. So in the electronic side, it looks a little weird because there's your equities close from yesterday. So we traded into that to fill in that gap and then ran lower. So yeah, just a very overall mixed day, and that's okay. Days like today are tough, man. And I told you that going into it. But now you know what the market seeks, right? It seeks liquidity. And look at all those down candles here. Look at this entire price leg. And how many up candles are there? Like, once this imbalance was traded into, there was only one up candle. And that was a very weak up candle too. Everything else was straight lower. That's like when you short, that's what you want. But it's all right. And then, so last thing we'll do is gold and silver. Ooh, they're pretty down today. That dollar pushing higher is pushing everything else lower. Oh, this looks horrible. That seasonal swing I was potentially anticipating doesn't look like we're going to get it. Gold looking a little bit weak going into this new year. But yeah, so my point is everything comes back to the dollar. Everything comes back to the dollar index. You caught gold at 2027, like somewhere up in here. Ugh. Like even this looks pretty rough. Well, anyway, that'll be it for the price action sign. I don't really have anything else for you. I still don't know what indices are going to do. I doubt we get a reversal. Oh, that's right. I lied. Yesterday. We got to talk about yesterday. Real quick, real briefly. We talked about seeing a run below this low. 110, 115. And then we talked about a run to these highs. So, what was the opportunity? Technically, there was at least two. All right. Now, for me, on SPY, there was a gap right here. Okay. You probably didn't look at it because you don't want to look at 7 things to find a trade. That's on you. But this right here was phenomenally clean. Okay. Again, you're not going to see that on the future side. But you know what? You go to SPY. See, I've already got the markups here. It's right there. Boom. Gap. We traded through it. That's a gap below the low that we anticipated prior to. Okay, I don't teach hindsight. Some people still think that. Inverted gap. Then we rally. Imbalance formed on the way to the equal highs. It trades into that. Maybe you took a little bit of drawdown and then it rallies into the close. So does it hit TP in the open market? No, it does not. It does not. That was here. Right here. Okay? It doesn't. But you know what? And this is my favorite part about recordings, because I can flex a little bit. I said I'm looking for like $200-$300 a contract. That's only 4 to 6 points. This went for over 10. That's over $500 a contract on the ES side. So it actually overshot what I was looking for. So if you longed either down here or the imbalance to go higher, either way, yesterday should have been a positive day. If you traded, at least. I mean, I gave you the directional bias to help put you on the right side of the market. And that's exactly what this service is going to be about. Okay, I got a friend of mine who is starting a service pretty soon. I'm supposed to partner with him. And this is the type of things that I want to provide to you. I'm providing it here for fucking free. But this will be a paid service. Because look, I'm basically putting you on the right side of the market before these candles even printed. Okay? To get you to understand not just bullish order flow, but again, being on the right side of the market. Low drawdown, and this was a wick entry down here, just so you know. A wick entry there, or even a low drawdown entry to get something before the end of business. And look, I'm telling you, it didn't hit our TP. It didn't. It left the equal highs open. I don't know why. That's just the market. That's what it does. It knows. It watches me. It watches my stream with 40 people on it and goes, okay, he wants this. We're not going to give it to him. Or we'll stop shy like 1 point. Give him the middle finger. That's okay. That was still an opportunity to have a green day. Okay? And this is the type of stuff that you can expect in that service, which we have not started yet. Okay? So just a little bit of promotion for you. But now we can get to the 2 book pages I want to read to you guys. But if you want to leave, you're more than welcome to leave. But I at least wanted to go over this real quick before we hopped off. You guys good with that? $52 votes, 80-20. The 80-20 principle at work again. 80% of you said, yes, I'm having a good day. 20% said, not yet, but I will. I like the attitude. I like the attitude. Well, Naruto, it's not a signal service per se. I don't even know the official term for it yet, but it should be coming fairly shortly. probably the next few weeks or the next few months. I mean, I'm not in a rush, so. But I'm just saying that's what you can expect. Okay, looking at levels, calling levels beforehand. All right. So anyway, do you guys have the Daily Stoic with you? Do you have it? Pull out your copy. Especially if you're a member on this channel. If you're a member of this community. Today's the 17th. Drop a 1 if you got your book with you. Drop a 1. Nikki, I already know you got yours. You always post it. You're always posting on your stories. Drop a 1. You guys ready? January 17th. Giuliano, you're banished. You're banished. You got a PDF? Shame. Buy the book, my friend. Buy a physical copy. Or the Kindle would be acceptable as well. But anyway, January 17th. Reboot the real work. Here's a quote from Epictetus. I am your teacher and you are learning in my school. My aim is to bring you to completion, unhindered, free from compulsive behavior, unrestrained, without shame, free, flourishing, and happy, looking to God in things great and small. Your aim is to learn and diligently practice all these things. Why then don't you complete the work? If you have the right aim and I have both the right aim and right preparation, what is missing? The work is quite feasible and is the only thing in our power. Let go of the past. We must only begin. Believe me, and you will see. End quote. Do you remember, in school or early in your life, being afraid to try something because you feared you might fail at it? Most teenagers choose to fool around rather than exert themselves. That's true. Half-hearted, lazy effort gives them a ready-to-make excuse. It doesn't matter. I wasn't even trying. As we get older, failure is not so inconsequential anymore. What's at stake is not some arbitrary grade or intramural sports trophy, but the quality of your life and your ability to deal with the world around you. Don't let that intimidate you, though. You have the best teachers in the world, the wisest philosophers who ever lived. And not only are you capable, the professor is asking for something very simple. Just begin the work. The rest follows. The rest follows. You got to do the work, man. And I know you guys hear me say that all the time. You got to do the work. What do I tell you guys to do? I tell you to backtest consolidations. I tell you to read the Daily Stoic. I tell you to read other books. We got Book of the Month every month. Okay? I tell you guys to print off your charts. I tell you guys to watch the market reviews because I'm giving you updates on what we talked about or giving you some details on a trade that I took. Okay? Putting in the work. That's the hardest part. Anybody or almost anybody in the world can pay $25 a month for a membership. That's the easy part. The hard part, just like, I don't know if it was Ryan or Stephen Hanselman who wrote this page specifically, but they're talking about putting in the work. That's the part that nobody wants to do, or that most people don't want to do. But it's entirely up to you, my friend. We'll do one more page because now we're gonna swap over to the daily laws from Robert Greene. Okay, the daily laws from Robert Greene. So it's another daily reader, and I don't know if he did this on purpose or not. But January 17th is also about the work. So let me read this to you real quick. January 17th, the true source of creativity. You must alter your very concept of creativity and try to see it from a new angle. Most often, people associate creativity with something intellectual, a particular way of thinking. The truth is that creative activity is one that involves the entire self, our emotions, our levels of energy, our characters, and our minds. To make a discovery, to invent something that connects with the public, to fashion a work of art that is meaningful, inevitably requires time and effort. This often entails years of experimentation, various setbacks and failures, and the need to maintain a high level of focus. You must have patience and faith that what you are doing will yield something important. I normally don't read shit twice because I think that's really fucking annoying, but I'm going to say this part a second time because I think it's worth it. You must have patience and faith that what you are doing will yield something important. You could have the most brilliant mind, teeming with knowledge and ideas, but if you choose the wrong subject or problem to attack, you can run out of energy and interest. In such a case, all of your intellectual brilliance will lead to nothing. Daily law. Work at what connects to you emotionally, and ideas will come to you. That again is Daily Laws from Robert Greene, author of 48 Laws of Power, Art of Seduction, 33 Strategies of War, 50th Law with 50 Cent, and Mastery. I think you might have one or two more that I might be missing, but yeah, Robert Greene's pretty goated as well. And if you didn't know, Robert Greene was/is Ryan Holiday's mentor. That's honestly one of the only reasons I got into Robert Greene's content was because of Ryan Holiday. But yeah. Do me one more favor. There's 40 of you on here. I think most of you are members, but do me a favor. Let's remind ourselves real quick in the chat. This is the last thing I want you to do. Just type. Do the work. That's it. Type it into the chat. Let me know that you're receiving the message today to just do the work. Even if you don't want to. If you want one more quote from Marcus, right? Meditations. Just that you do the right thing. The rest doesn't matter. Cold or warm, tired or well rested, respected or despised. Just that you do the right thing. So the right thing today might be doing the work. Printing off the charts. Telling your mom to sign up to the Smart Money Stoics community. Right? Doing the work. Or the push-ups, the eating right. And everything else that you've been reminded and told to do all throughout last year and this year as well. So with that being said, you guys be good, man. Stay blessed. It's Wednesday, which means I will not see you tomorrow, but I will see you on Friday the 19th for our last live stream of this week. All right. So let's see if we can get past 133. That's our ceiling right now. Our max right now, active, is 133 members. Let's see if we can get to 135 or 140 by Friday. All right. Let's see if we can do it. Y'all be good. I'll see you Friday.